Well, we have our first Australian Open singles champion has been crowned as we just speak, and the name of remember the name. It's Aryna Sabalenka, who has won her first ever Grand Slam title. She has beaten Aryna Rybakina, and it was a comeback win because Rybakina, who you'd remember, was in fact the Wimbledon champion of 2022. Don't forget, she had been on Jabeur in the final to win her first ever Grand Slam. Sabalenka came into this match as one of the favorites, you can say. I don't think seedings really matter that much when it comes to women's tennis. It can be a bit of an unpredictable sport, but Sabalenka came in, fifth seed. Most people were thinking that she stood a very good chance, but it wasn't that easy a match for Sabalenka. In fact, remember, it was Rybakina who took the first set. So if you're going over the game quickly, set by set, the first set was taken 6-4 by Rybakina, and then thereafter it was when Sabalenka realized that the match was at stake and she needed to find another level if she had or was to have any chance of actually winning this particular match. The second set was obviously much better for her. She won it, and she won it 6-3. But the third set, actually, by the time it reached the third set, most of us were thinking that this might just be a little bit of a formality because, well, Sabalenka broke very early in the third set, held her serve, and despite the best efforts of Rybakina, she was able to, in fact, hold on in the end. But man, that final game just went on for quite a while. So when we were watching, we couldn't tell where it was going. In fact, many of us in the newsroom were thinking that maybe, just maybe, if Rybakina could have actually gotten that break, which at one point seemed very likely, then the match was most likely heading to a super tiebreaker. Super tiebreaker, of course, is when in the deciding match, in a deciding set, it ends 6 games apiece. You'll go to a first to 10 tiebreak. We thought that may be happening. In fact, Sabalenka had, or in fact, she wasted, 3 championship points. 3 championship points was what she had, and they all went away because the match went into deuce. She got the advantage thrice, but every single time Rybakina was able to save until the 4th championship point. Now, of course, once it got to the 4th championship point, by that point, Sabalenka, whose serve was a bit hit and miss. She had a few double faults there. In fact, if I look at the stats, she had how many double faults did she have? She had a few double faults there. She had 6 double faults, in fact. That's quite a lot of, double faults in this particular, and one of them came in the deciding game. So not an ideal time, but she did find her rhythm in the service and in the end. And then when she did, nailed a couple of good serves, got that advantage once again, championship point. And that was it. That's all she wrote. A good fight from Rybakina, really. You can't take much away from her. She fought very, very hard, and she did in fact take the match right down to the edge. But in the end, I think she just fell that little bit short. But as I said, good match really overall, and we have a first-time Grand Slam winner in Aryna Sabalenka. Now, truth be told, as I had been saying before, even this tournament, is that they were a little bit short on star power, the women's side. Don't forget, there's no, Naomi Osaka had pulled out of the Grand Slam early on. This was going to be an Australian Open, everyone knew, without Serena Williams. She had announced her retirement. Venus Williams also ended up pulling out, in fact, due to an injury. Emma Raducanu got knocked out early, so there was a lot of, doubt as to how good or bad a final we'd get. Truth be told, this was a really good final that we got to witness, and hopefully the men's final, which will be happening tomorrow, which will pit, tomorrow, when I say I mean tomorrow, would be January 29th. Whenever that final happens, hopefully it'll be as good as this one. We see it go around the wire because, again, Novak Djokovic will be taking on Stefanos Tsitsipas, but so far Djokovic has been playing like a man possessed. Hopefully Tsitsipas can at least push him to the limit, if not actually cause an upset and win that. We don't know how that's going to play out. We'll see that on Sunday, January 29th. For now, I'm taking you guys leave, but thank you all so much for joining us in this video. Again, if you enjoy our work, please don't forget, show us your love, like, share, subscribe, tap the bell icon, leave us a comment, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as well. Bye-bye for now.